Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. So right now we're in the Tesla, but we're being followed. Hot pursuits. No, I'm just kidding. But we are being followed by the BMW X3. You can kind of see the headlights there in the rearview mirror. But we are actually heading up to Enthusiast Auto Collectors. We are meeting up with John, and we are doing full brakes and rotors on the X3 today. So shouldn't take too long, but you know, maybe a couple hours or something. We're bleeding the brake lines, changing out all the pads, changing out the rotors, complete new brakes. And the reason is those Stealerships, they're trying to charge something over like $1,500 for the brakes on that car. Well, the parts are around $450, $460 and change, something like that. And you can get these parts that have a lifetime like guarantee. So basically, I think they should outlive the car, something like that. He recommended these parts, so we decided to go with them, and we're just doing the full brakes because, well, $460 some compared to $1,500, that's a steal. But until then, we're just gonna enjoy the nice quiet drive of the Tesla here on these nice back country roads and have ourselves a day. Wait for it. It really never gets old, guys. It's too much fun in these cars. Stoplights are always the perfect opportunity to get a little wheel spin in there. Speed cameras, you gotta watch out for those bad boys. But luckily we're going nice and slow because we're stuck behind this recycling truck. Adios. More speed cameras. $98,999 miles. Yeah, that means we are 1,001 miles away from my warranty being up on this car.
Now enter the roundabout and take the second exit.
Oh, we got it, guys. 99,000 miles. Look at that, guys. EV and gas. That's pretty cool. Well, you saw it here first, guys. We are at 99,000 miles, but she is still pulling along nice and strong. Well, just as we crossed the 99,000 mile on the odometer mark, we encounter error. So the screen is currently frozen. It's very, see how we're not moving whatsoever? Yeah, so we're gonna do a quick reset. Ironic turn of events here. All right, welcome back to the BMW, boys and girls. So this is a 2016 BMW. Whoa, sheesh, what's going on in here? So this is a 2016 BMW X3. We're sitting at 59,818 miles, and well, we need to change the blinker fluid up. No, I'm just kidding. We're doing a full brake change here. Now this is not a how-to video, so I don't want you guys thinking that this is a how-to video, because it's not really a how-to video. You're probably thinking, Kyle, I didn't know you knew how to change brakes. And it's like, well, I kind of do. It's not that hard, but John's the guy here. Actually, John's the guy.
Going to support the caliper once we take the caliper off of the hub itself. There's two different ways to do this. People either replace just the pads or they do the pads and the rotors. Today we're doing pads and rotors. So if you were just doing the pads, there's two bolts that you could take out from the back here that would just take off the caliper itself. But we're going to remove both the caliper and the mounting bracket so that we can actually pull the rotor off. If you're just doing the pads, you don't have to remove the mounting bracket. It goes back in place to hold the rotor in place.
Gorgeous work.
You know.
Just the usual. Right, so you can see the old brake pads and the new brake pads. Talk about girth on these new ones. Woof. The old brake wear sensor. You gotta pull back the wheel well a little bit to get to this box so you can unplug that sensor from there and put the new one in with the new pads, which go into here.
Should be just 2 simple clips. So this looks like on the very back side, that lighting is horrible.
That's fine.
There's a little clip right there you're gonna push. Out that goes. Looking up. Just bounce like that.
Man, imagine if we lifted to like 6 inches and put some big tires on this thing. Alright. 1 second. Alright, ready? 1, 2, 3. Holding. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Holding.
Go again. No,
How steady
we're
is it?
We're not even gonna try.
How steady is his hand?
We're gonna
Here, I'll hold it.
we're gonna go get something.
All right, we're gonna cold start on the Fiat Abarth. Abarth? Abarth. I don't really know.
Abarth.
Abarth. That is some low guttural noises for such a small car. Okay, this thing looks pretty sweet. The rims on this looks good. We got Abarth branded rims. We got the red brake calipers. Abarth on the side. Got the Fiat 500 on the door sills. Oh, check this bad boy out. We got a 5-speed manual here. Not too bad. The seats are pretty cozy here. You can feel the support in there, but very large speedometer there. Very interesting. I've actually never been in one of these. So we got Fiat 500, Abarth in black there. I don't know if you guys can really see that. Sorry, the GoPro's not great. There we go, Abarth. We got floor mats branded. We do actually have 2 rear seats. A little dark back here, but 2 rear seats. All right, can we give her a little juice? All right, we'll let John give her the beans. Does this thing have turbos? That sounds so nice. Oh man. You hear the turbos? What is that? Is that a wastegate? Woo! Did you hear the flutter? That sounds nice. Oh man. All right, John. How much? How much you want for this? I'll give you 500 right now. How big of a turbo can we fit into this thing? That's the real question. So we're gonna actually have John do a full rear brake pad rotor fluids for the right passenger rear tire. So this will be a nice time lapse of that. So far, we jacked up the car. You loosen up the lug nuts on the wheels before you actually do that, but then once it's up, you remove them the rest of the way, pull the wheel off. We've got all the lug nuts here. Then this is where the brake pads were removed from, but this whole caliper bracket is removed from here with 2 bolts, which are those 2 lighter silver ones. And then the brake pads are right here, which we've already pulled out. Those came from in there, and that's how they get compressed. You have the, what is it called, the piston or something? It's just like a piston. That's what actually pushes the brake pads together on each side of the rotor when you push the brake pedal. But we've pulled these off. As you can see, they're quite worn, so swapping those out, swapping the rotors out, and then just going to reassemble everything and bleed the brakes a little bit. So when you pull the brake pads out, the thing is when you put the new ones in, they're much thicker than this because they're not worn. And you have to recompress that piston in order to get the two brake pads in. So right now, John has a special tool for the rears, which you can use to turn, and it compresses the piston, whereas the front, well, we just kind of took a clamp and you just kind of twist it down to decompress the pistons. So once you've compressed that piston, you basically just slide the rotor back in. You put the one bolt in to hold it in place. And then after the two brake pads are in place on here, you just slide it in. Just make sure that the rear rotors are a little bit thinner than the front ones are in the right place. Otherwise you will never fit that thing on. So you can see that the front rotors and the rear rotors, same diameter, but the thickness in the rotors itself is pretty substantial. So if you put these on the rear, you're never going to get the brake pads and calipers back on. However, if you put these on the front, they'll go on super easily. But these are the ones that should be on the front, obviously. Yeah. All right, so last thing before we put the wheel back on and drop it is we're going to bleed these brakes a little bit.
Always start your lug nuts by hand because it's easy to cross thread the threads from the bolts to your hubs if you don't.
Once the wheel's on, you're good to drop it and then tighten it up again. So John actually took the BMW out, just hitting the brakes, making sure they work fine at low speeds, all that jazz. So we're actually done here. Unfortunately, we don't have more time because I was going to try to film something with the Abarth. Maybe another video, maybe not, because this car is actually leaving soon. A little unfortunate, but more vehicles to come, more fun to come. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's kind of a how-to video, but not really. I mean, yeah, I'm not that technical. John's the technical guy. So thank you, John, again. If you guys enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing. She's back. She's safe. More importantly, the brakes work. The brakes work. We're good to go. Thank you again, John. Thank you so much. Enthusiast auto collectors. Yeah, fantastic stuff. I mean, it's significantly cheaper compared to the $1,500 that BMW wanted in order to get brakes and rotors changed. So yeah, we got brakes, rotors, and brake fluid flush. Pretty happy. Plus lifetime like guarantee or warranty on the rotors and brake pads. Again, that is amazing. So if they wear out or they're looking worn or whatever in the future, you just call up the company, say, hey, brake pads are looking pretty worn, I'm gonna need new brake pads, and they send them to you for free. So definitely worth the little bit extra money than the cheaper ones were. I think it would have been like $200 some for cheaper ones. It was $400 to $500 for these more expensive ones. But that lifetime guarantee, that's where the money's at. That's gonna be it for the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a little boring, a couple time lapses, more of like a how-to, but not really a how-to. So just some more content. But I'm heading off to an alumni soccer game for my high school. Should be a good time. It's always a good time. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. If you guys enjoying the content, please consider liking and subscribing. Buttons are like right down below. It really helped me out. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers hopefully soon. We just crossed the 700 mark, so thank you guys so much. Anyways, that is gonna be it for today. So until next time, thanks for watching.